Welcome to Top 15. Today, we're going to discover the 15 most expensive cars in history. Get ready to witness true automotive jewels on wheels. If you love the world of cars, stick around and enjoy a great time with us. Before we begin, please note that all car prices mentioned are in US dollars before taxes. With that said, let's get started. Number 15. The Ferrari 290mm, also known as the Mille Miglia, due to its participation in this legendary race. It was sold on December 10, 2015, at RM Sotheby's auction house for $28,050,000. It left Maranello's factory in Italy in 1954, along with 4 other units, of which only 3 remain today. Specifically, this one carries chassis number 626, which was driven by 5-time Formula One world champion Juan Manuel Fangio, finishing 4th in the 1956 Mille Miglia. This model features an inline 12-cylinder engine with a displacement of 3,490 cc, producing 320 horsepower. Number 14. The 1954 Mercedes-Benz W196 was sold on July 12, 2013, at Bonham's auction house for $29,600,000. It is one of 10 W196s built in Stuttgart, Germany, 4 of which feature the streamliner Stromlinienwagen body style. This particular car, chassis number 196.196-10654, won both the 1954 German and Swiss Grand Prix races, piloted by Juan Manuel Fangio. It is powered by an inline 8-cylinder engine with a displacement of 2,496 cc and 254 horsepower. Number 13. The Rolls-Royce Droptil La Rose Noire was purchased directly from the factory by a collector in 2023 for $30 million. It shares the record, along with the other 3 Droptils, as the world's most expensive new production car ever. The Droptil is a modern interpretation of the Roadster body style and represents the next chapter of Rolls-Royce coach build, the marque's most exclusive department, which revives the tradition of handcrafted, one-of-a-kind automobiles. Only 4 Droptil versions will ever be built, each resulting from remarkable collaborations between coach-build artisans and ambitious, visionary clients. To date, 3 have been completed, 2 sold, and 1 still in development. Owners can drive it in 2 distinct configurations. First, as a classic roadster with the roof down. Second, with the rigid roof installed, transforming it into an exhilarating coupe. The first commission, the Rolls-Royce La Rose Noire Droptil, embodies the allure of the Black Baccarat rose, a variety originating in France, known for its velvety petals. It is powered by BMW's N74 V12 engine, displacing 6,750 cc and producing 593 horsepower. Number 12. The 1967 Ferrari 412P Berlinetta by Fantuzzi was sold by Bonhams on August 18, 2023, for $30,255,000. With matching chassis and engine number 854, it was driven by Richard Atwood, Lucien Bianchi, Piers Courage, David Piper, and Joe Siffert. In 1967, it placed 3rd at the 1,000 km of Spa, Atwood/Bianchi, competed at Le Mans, Atwood/Courage, and finished 7th at Brands Hatch Siffert/Piper. In 1968, it won the 200 km of Nuremberg, the Solituderennen, and the Swedish Grand Prix, all driven by Piper. An icon of beauty and performance from Ferrari's golden era of sports prototype racing, this car retains its original chassis, engine, gearbox, and bodywork, all with matching numbers. It underwent a meticulous 9-year restoration and is fully road legal, registered, and regularly driven. It is powered by a V12 engine displacing 3,967, delivering 420 horsepower. Number 11. The Rolls-Royce Arcadia Droptil was sold directly from the coach build department in 2024 for $31 million. This bespoke automobile is currently the world's most expensive new production car, clearly inspired by luxury yachts. Named Arcadia, a mythological term from ancient Greece meaning paradise on earth, the Droptil Arcadia was commissioned by an anonymous client who meticulously participated in every stage of its creation. Great care was taken to ensure it closely resembled a hand-drawn concept from 2019 while preserving its distinctive nautical inspiration through luxurious yacht-style wooden decking. The fortunate anonymous owner recently received the Arcadia Droptil at a private event in Singapore. Its elegant yet sleek design features BMW's N74 V12 engine, 6,750 cc, 593 HP, and 22-inch alloy wheels, centered around aquatic-inspired woodwork crafted from Santos straight-grain timber. Number 10. The 1957 Ferrari 335 S Sport Scaglietti Spider was sold on February 15, 2016, at Art Curial Auction House for $35,711,389. With chassis number 674, it is one of only 3 surviving examples out of 4 ever built. Sir Sterling Moss won the 1958 Cuban Grand Prix driving this very car. It is powered by a V12 engine displacing 4,023, producing 390 horsepower. Number 9. The 1964 Ferrari 250 LM by Scaglietti achieved a hammer price of $34,880,000, the highest bid ever recorded for this model. Offered by R.M. Sotheby in February 2025, it came from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum collection. It won the 1965 24 Hours of Le Mans outright, driven by renowned racers Maston Gregory and Jochen Rindt for the North American racing team, NART, securing Ferrari's 6th consecutive Le Mans victory. It remains the only privatented Ferrari ever to win the 24 Hours of Le Mans overall. It is also the only Ferrari built during Enzo Ferrari's lifetime, 1947–1988, to compete in 6 24-hour races, 3 at Le Mans and 3 at the 24 Hours of Daytona. It was displayed by Luigi Cinti Motors, NART, at the 1967 New York Auto Show. This original, exceptionally preserved example bears matching chassis, 5893, engine, and gearbox numbers. It was offered after 54 years of careful stewardship by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum, which acquired it from Cinti Motors shortly after its final Daytona 24-hour race in February 1970. It features a V12 engine displacing 3,285, producing 300 horsepower. Number 8. The 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO was auctioned for $38,115,000, $1 of 3 Ferraris in this top 15 list of the most expensive cars ever sold. Sold on August 14, 2014, by Bonhams, this example, chassis 3851 GT, belongs to the first series of 250 GTOs built, out of just 33 total units. It surpassed the previous record for the most valuable car ever sold at auction, also set by Bonhams the year before with the 1954 Mercedes-Benz W196R F1 Racer, which fetched $30 million at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. It is powered by a V12 engine displacing 2,953, producing 300 horsepower. Number 7. The 1936 Bugatti Type 57 SC Atlantic was privately sold in 2010 by Gooding & Company on behalf of the trust that previously owned it. Neither buyer nor terms were disclosed, but the Wall Street Journal reported that California's Mullen Automotive Museum in Oxnard acquired the Bugatti for between $30–40 million, making it the world's most expensive car at the time. Formerly the crown jewel of the world-famous Williamson Bugatti collection, chassis 57,374 won Best of Show at the 2003 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance. Under the museum's care, it reappeared publicly at Retromobile 2012. Its most recent appearance was in 2022, while the Mullen Automotive Museum was still operational. The coveted riveted seam gleaming over its metallic grey-blue paint traveled once again to Europe for the Motion, Autos, Art, Architecture exhibition at the Guggenheim Museum Bilbao. There, bearing license plate DGJ 758, it was displayed in the sculpture gallery alongside Rembrandt Bugatti's Walking Panther. It is one of only 2.5 fully original Type 57 SC Atlantic models known to exist, the other owned by Ralph Lauren. Its bodywork is perhaps the quintessential example of Art Deco styling in automotive design. It features an inline 8-cylinder engine displacing 3,257, producing 210 horsepower. Number 6. The 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO by Scaglietti was sold on August 26, 2018 by R.M. Sotheby for $48,405,000, making it the most expensive car in history at the time. This is chassis 3413 GT, one of only 4 upgraded during that period, with the series II GTO 64 body, and one of 7 to receive this specific coachwork. Driven by Edoardo Lualdi to victory in the 1962 Italian GT Championship. It played a key role in Ferrari's 1964 International GT Manufacturers Championship victory with its win at the 1964 Targa Florio. It achieved over 15 class and overall victories between 1962 and 1965. It won the 1963 Targa Florio, Gianni Bulgari/Maurizio Grana, and the 1964 Targa Florio, Corrado Furlano/Luigi Taramezzo. It was inspected by marque specialist Marcel Massini and representatives from Ferrari Classic. Under the hood lies a V12 engine displacing 2,953, producing 300 horsepower. Number 5. The Ferrari 330 LM/250 GTO was sold on November 13, 2023 by R.M. Sotheby's for $51,705,000. This is chassis 3765 LM, the only 1962 type GTO ever raced by Scuderia Ferrari. It secured a class win and second overall at the 1962 1000 km of Nürburgring. Driven by Mike Parks and Lorenzo Bandini for Scuderia Ferrari at the 1962 24 Hours of Le Mans. It finished runner-up in the 1965 Sicilian Hill Climb Championship. It has earned an FCA Platinum Award and the Bella Macchina Cup at the Cavallino Classic. It placed second in the GTO class at the 2011 Pebble Beach Concours d'Elegance among 23 GTOs and won Best in Show at the Amelia Island Concours d'Elegance. With its unique build and remarkable competition history, this spectacular GTO stands among the rarest examples of the model. It is the only factory-built GTO originally equipped with a 4.0-liter V12 engine, 3,917 cc, producing 390 horsepower. Based on the Colombo architecture, but enlarged to nearly 4 liters, this engine featured dry sump lubrication, special carburetors, and custom camshafts. Chassis number 3765 LM was approximately the 9th car built, and later became the 14th of 34 units fitted with the 1962 type body. Finished in Rosso Siena paint, this upgraded GTO debuted with Scuderia Ferrari at the May 27, 1962, 1000 km of Nürburgring as race number 120. Number 4. The Mercedes-Benz W196R Streamliner was sold on February 1, 2025 by RM Sotheby for $53,917,370. Chassis 954 was the first aerodynamic-bodied W196R ever offered to private collectors. It came from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum collection. One of only 4 complete examples known to exist, it features the factory, exquisite enclosed fender Streamliner body. Driven by 5-time world champion Juan Manuel Fangio to victory at the 1955 Buenos Aires Grand Prix. Piloted by legendary Sir Stirling Moss at the 1955 Italian Grand Prix in Monza, where it set the fastest lap. Donated in 1965 by Mercedes-Benz to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, IMS, Museum. Rudolf Uhlenhaut, Juan Manuel Fangio, Stirling Moss, and Tony Hulman, these 4 men form the narrative arc of this W196R. As head of the experimental department, Rudolf Uhlenhaut was the chief engineer overseeing the new Grand Prix car's development. It began with a narrow-diameter tubular spaceframe similar to the racing W194-300 SL. Designated W196R, this chassis featured independent front suspension with double wishbones, torsion bars, and state-of-the-art hydraulic telescopic dampers. Most importantly, the rear suspension used a low-pivot swing axle personally developed by Uhlenhaut, a design feature later seen on the production 300 SL Roadster. Large fin drum brakes were specified to keep the W196R grounded, mounted inboard to reduce unsprung mass. An inline 8-cylinder engine displacing 2,494 cc was chosen, producing 290 horsepower. Designed around a complex crankshaft with Hirth roller bearings, the engine essentially combined 2 synchronized inline-4 units, each with dual overhead camshafts for intake and exhaust. This engineering marvel featured racing components, including dual ignition, dry sump lubrication, revolutionary desmodromic valve actuation, instead of conventional valve springs, and Bosch high-pressure direct fuel injection for smooth, reliable power delivery. Number 3. The 1962 Ferrari 250 GTO was sold in August 2014 at Bonham's Monterey auction. This transaction was more discreet, so the exact sale price remains undisclosed. However, David McNeil, CEO of WeatherTech, is rumored to have paid approximately $70 million. This unit, chassis 4153 GT, previously belonged to German racing driver Christian Gliesel, who acquired it in 2003. Built in 1963, this Series I example is powered by a 3.0-liter V12, producing 300 horsepower. Its first owner was Pierre Dume, who raced it in numerous events. Notable achievements include a 4th-place finish at Le Mans, 1963, and victory at the 1964 Tour de France endurance race with Lucien Bianchi and Georges Berger. The car spent several years in Spain after being purchased by Gerard Delgado, a Frenchman based in Barcelona, from 1966 to 1969. It competed in various national events, mostly in Catalonia, with his close friend Eugenio Baccherone. The last public sighting of this Ferrari 250 GTO, recently acquired by McNeil, was last year at the legendary Goodwood Festival of Speed. According to CarBuzz, the new owner enjoys showcasing his prized acquisitions at classic car events and races, so more appearances are expected. Number 2. The Lamborghini Egoista was sold for $117 million. It debuted at the 2013 Geneva Motor Show as part of Lamborghini's 50th anniversary celebrations. Shortly afterward, it joined the Marx Museum in Sant'Agata Bolognese until recently, when Lamborghini sold it to an anonymous buyer. This one-of-a-kind concept car has no siblings. The ultimate expression of hedonism, as described by its designer, Walter de Silva. It's a single-seater with a body inspired by an Apache helicopter. In fact, it has no conventional doors. Instead, a canopy lifts the roof and windshield like a hood. Despite being over a decade old, its futuristic design remains striking. A Formula One-style steering wheel and a digital display mounted behind it. Mechanically, it uses the same powertrain as the Lamborghini Gallardo LP600, a V10 engine displacing 5,200 cc, producing 608 horsepower. Number 1. The 1955 Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe. Sold on May 5, 2022, at RM Sotheby's auction for $143 million, it currently holds the record as the most expensive car ever sold. Chassis number 196.110000855 is one of only two ever built. Previously owned by Mercedes-Benz and never offered for sale, these cars were considered among the greatest treasures in automotive history, vehicles of incalculable value. One of only two prototypes built by Mercedes-Benz's racing division, it bears the name of its creator and chief engineer, Rudolf Uhlenhaut, and is widely regarded by experts and enthusiasts alike as the most beautiful car in the world. Undoubtedly, the fastest road car in the world when new, capable of reaching speeds up to 290 km/h, 180 mph. Restored in 1986 by renowned race technician Tony Merrick, it had been preserved by Mercedes-Benz from new and was offered for sale for the very first time. The extraordinary 300 SLR was based on the successful W196R Grand Prix car that won 2 world championships with Juan Manuel Fangio, but enlarged to 3 liters for sports car racing. Mercedes-Benz's official team considered the 300 SLR a pure racing car. After the 1955 Le Mans disaster forced Mercedes to withdraw from motorsport, the competition-spec 300 SLR became effectively obsolete. However, the remaining rolling chassis wasn't wasted. Uhlenhaut had already begun planning a closed-roof version of the 300 SLR even before Le Mans, ordering 2 cars based on the W196 chassis intended for the Carrera Panamericana. Mercedes' sudden exit from racing halted large-scale production plans, but allowed Uhlenhaut to transform the SLR Coupe project from a rugged endurance racer into the ultimate road-going prototype ever conceived. Remarkably, Uhlenhaut converted 2 300 SLR chassis based on the W196 into road cars. Beneath its bodywork, the 300 SLR Coupe is essentially a race car. Access is via innovative gullwing doors, and the driving position requires occupants to fold themselves in. Most drivers had to remove the quick-release steering wheel to fit inside. Like a Formula One single-seater, mechanical components dominate the interior. Drivers sit astride a wide transmission tunnel with pedals on either side. Inboard drum brakes reduce unsprung weight. The accelerator pedal is leather-trimmed to prevent foot slippage. Heating is as basic as a hinged firewall flap, allowing engine heat into the cabin. A massive fuel tank fills the trunk, topped by 2 spare wheels, a clear sign of a long-distance racing machine. The 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe weighed just 998 kg, 2,199 pounds. From the factory, an incredible engineering feat made possible by extensive use of ultra-lightweight electron-magnesium alloy in the body. Its front-mounted inline 8-cylinder engine displaces 3 liters and produces 310 horsepower. One of the car's most distinctive features is its dual side-exit exhausts, emerging through gills midway along the body. The sale took place on May 5, 2022, at a private auction held at the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Stuttgart. RM Sotheby's worked closely with Mercedes-Benz throughout the process to ensure the highest standards. Invited guests included select Mercedes clients and international collectors of cars and art who share Mercedes-Benz's corporate values. In a surreal bidding war, the opening bid exceeded the $48 million paid in 2018 for the Ferrari 250 GTO, the previous record holder for the most valuable car ever sold at auction. The 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe now ranks among the top 10 most valuable items ever auctioned. Proceeds will fund a global Mercedes-Benz fund offering scholarships and research grants in environmental science and decarbonization for young people. The private buyer agreed that the 300 SLR Uhlenhaut Coupe will remain accessible for public display on special occasions, while the second original 300 SLR Coupe will stay in Mercedes-Benz's ownership and remain on display at the Mercedes-Benz Museum in Stuttgart. This concludes our top 15 list of the most expensive cars ever sold at auction or through confirmed private sales, as of this video's publication date. Ferrari dominates the list with 8 entries, followed by Mercedes-Benz 3, Rolls-Royce 2, and 1 each from Lamborghini and Bugatti. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next uploads, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.